Kush King 17 here, back with another video, man. Before we get into the video, make sure you leave a like, leave a comment, make sure you spark and subscribe to the channel, man. Now let's get straight into the video. Now today's video is gonna be about the best parts about smoking, part 1. Be sure you go check out the worst parts about smoking down in the description below in my channel, man. Make sure you go check that out. Part 2 coming soon. And let's do the best parts about smoking. Now, one of the best things about smoking is, the options. The options you got, the different strands we got, the different types of flower you can choose from indicas to sativas to hybrids to CBD to Delta 8. The list just goes on. Like, you know, the variety of the type of thing you can consume or content or type of substance you can consume, it's a lot. And I'm strictly speaking on THC products. All the different strand names, you know, everything with it, like the different effects, each different highs. Like, it's thousands upon thousands of strands that you can pick up, and they all do something slightly different. Some do very similar, some are very, like, it's just a bunch of the variety. I really like the variety. And another thing is the methods. Like, the type of methods you can use to smoke. You can use papers, joints, you can use glass. Like, that's one of the best parts, glass. You can use rigs, e-rigs, dry herb vapes. Like, the list goes on and on and on. So if you partaking, you got plenty of options. Like, you want to do dry pipe. Me personally, my favorite way to smoke, I think is the best way, is either flower or dabs. Bongs are a little bit too harsh for me. Dabs are really the best hitting on the throat. Flower is just classic. Like, that's how I started. So I think flower is the best way to do it. Flower is the best way to do it, and also my favorite way to smoke. So one of the best parts about smoking is like having a really long day, whether it's work, stress, whatever it may be, whatever the case may be, and just coming home and then you got that joint, that bong freshly packed, that dab rig ready. Like, having a nice sesh after a long hard day is one of the best parts about smoking, hands down. Another one of the best things about smoking is the community. Usually everybody in the cannabis community, usually they're really chill. Everybody's usually really friendly to each other. Everybody's cool compared to other communities. Like, the cannabis community, as far as, is one of the best things about smoking, because the community is so, everybody's majority positive, but everybody here, you know, everybody's mostly chill though, and that's why I like the cannabis community. Another one of the best things about smoking, when you have like a really low tolerance, when you have like a super duper low tolerance, you can take advantage of like really small amounts of weed and just get really high. Like, $10 will get you a long way when you have a little to no tolerance or low tolerance or anything. So that's one of the best parts for sure. Like, when your tolerance is low, you really take full advantage of the effects of THC. Back to what I was saying as far as variety, one of the best things is like, the different type of wraps. Like, you can get papers to tobacco to hemp wraps to banana papers to pink papers to clear papers. Like, the type of papers you get is cool, cones, you know. At this point in this day and age in 2024, you know, you got the selection it just goes on forever as far as like how you can consume and what you finding what you like. Like, I really like the journey of it. That's one of the best things about smoking. You find out what you like. You find out what's your favorite thing, how you like to smoke. Do you like paper? You really it's really a journey, and I really like the journey that you take when you get into the smoking culture. Another one of the best things about smoking is the social aspect. Like, if you ever in a group or you got some friends or something, like, it's always cool to have a nice sesh. Like, everybody got y'all all matching joints and matching blunts and facing blunts, and y'all, you know, you and your group of friends can face a zip, or, you know, you can get real cool with the social aspect of it. That's always been like a staple in the smoking community. Like, whether it's by yourself or with people, like, you know, it's a win-win at the end of the day. That's one of the best parts, definitely. And of course, like, another great aspect is getting some really good product, especially if you ever been in a drought, like you just be in mid or just a lot of bad flower, bad something lately, and then you finally find somebody or a brand or a connect or anybody that finally hooks you up with some fire that, you know, you guarantee basically, you know, you getting quality, you know. That's one of the best feelings ever, finding out, you know, where to get the good stuff at or get what you like. And one of the best parts about smoking, of course, is the rolling aspect. Like, the rolling up, Like having to roll it up, you know, you get to break it down, or get the paper, filter, however you want to do it, blunts, woods, whatever, however you want to do it. You get the whole rolling process of actually just, you know, seeing the plant and everything, smoking, and then getting to the point of consuming. Like the whole rolling up to smoking process is one of the best parts about smoking, in my opinion. It's instant. Like when you smoke, it's probably the quickest way to get high. It's definitely the quickest. You know, a couple hits, you know, it goes straight to the bloodstream. Ease of being able to control your high and being able to, you know, just do it at any point is definitely a plus. Whether you have a vape, dab, flower, whatever, like you can instantly get there. You don't have to eat something and then just wait for it to kick in. Man, one of the best parts is, like, of course, like hot boxes, and it's personal for me. Like I like hot boxes. Like having a good hot box, and then, like, you know, doing an activity afterwards is always like you know, one of my favorite things to do. Like a good hot box is one of the best parts about smoking. Also the medical benefits, like, you know, you get from smoking the less anxiety, better sleep, you know, better mood, helps with depression and everything, stuff like that. That's always, you know, that's a good reason why a lot of people use it, honestly, to wind down, like kind of like another alternative, which should be the primary alternative to alcohol. You ever get that perfect burn on your joint, man? Like you ever get that joint, it's just like white ash and it's, you know, resins coming off of it. It's just the perfect burn joint. It's one of the best parts about smoking, hands down. And then another thing is like tasting, being able to taste your weed when it's really fresh. You know, you smoking some fresh flower, man. It really will change your perspective on, like, you know, your standards, man. Because when you tasting good weed, it's like when you taste bad weed, you don't want to go back. Like you always want to have some good tasting weed that doesn't kill your throat. So that's definitely one of the best parts about smoking. So yeah, man, this is just some of my quick favorite and I think some of the best parts about smoking. This is a part 1, and this was all off the dome. This is stuff that I could think of that, like, one of my favorite things I like about smoking. Just smoking, just, you know, consumption, not the edibles, not anything like that. Definitely part 2 coming soon. Please like down below if you want a part 2. Make sure you check out my worst parts about smoking part 1 in my channel. I'm definitely gonna come out with a part 2 soon. So yeah, this is just part 1 of the best parts about smoking. Yeah, I hope you really enjoyed the video, man. Make sure you spark and subscribe.